She remembered her grandmother's voice, telling stories of a place beyond the pages, a place where fairies danced and the sea sang. And one day, she opened the book, and the island answered. The waves whispered her name as her feet kissed the sand. The breeze wore perfume of blossoms and sea foam, and the island seemed to sigh, as if it had long awaited her return. From a shimmer of light, the fairy appeared, tiny, glowing, and smiling wide. She was the island's secret, now ready to guide. By the shore, a mermaid basked in sunlight, her tail shimmering with every wave. Nearby, a pink mermaid giggled as she crunched on a seashell treat. They found a shop made of seashells. Fairies were trying on earrings, and she picked a pretty earring. They passed a fairy, with dresses that swayed in the breeze. She stopped to try on a summer gown. Next to the gowns, a fairy displayed bags and seashell sandals, each one a tiny treasure. They wandered into a crown-making shop, where fairies made magical headpieces with petals and pearls. In a glowing corner, fairies crafted crowns of flowers and shells, each one shimmering with magic. She couldn't resist trying one on. They walked on, fairy giggles echoing behind them like tiny bells in the wind. The scent of sweet fruit filled the air, where a fairy, cheerful and bright, poured magic into every drop of juice. They paused as a fairy stirred sunlight and fruit into glowing goblets of joy. beyond the fruiting tree. A fairy tended her stall, laying out summer-ripe wonders with gentle care. Not far ahead, the scent of sweetness danced in the air. Fairies twirled beside a stand. Where crepes bloomed like petals on a plate. They watched as a fairy swirled ice cream, flavors glowing in pastel magic. Cold enough to make a giggle. They wandered past a row of glowing stalls. Each jewelry booth sparkled brighter than the last. With elves offering magic in the form of crystal and gold. With a soft glow, the fairy guide pointed ahead. Toward the forest, where wonders waited beneath the trees. In the heart of the forest, wonder took form. Fairies danced and twirled. Their laughter drifting like music in the breeze. With every flick of a wing, enchantment bloomed. Not in grand displays, but in quiet moments that made the world feel alive again. Whispers filled the glade like wind through petals. Soft laughter, shared secrets, and sparkling eyes. It was a language beyond words. A symphony of joy only fairies knew. They walked down a quiet path. Until they found a cozy spot. Beneath big mushroom umbrellas. Perfect for a little rest. gentle stream. Where tiny leaf boats raced beneath a glowing bridge. And the fairies cheered with joy. They reached a wooden bridge that arched. Like a smile across the stream. Below it, koi fish shimmered in the sun-dappled pond. Beyond the bridge, the fairy guide pointed toward a cozy clearing. Under a canopy of glowing lanterns, a circle of fairies gathered for a twilight picnic. Sharing sweets and soft laughter. While nearby, others played tiny instruments, weaving melodies into the breeze. Weaving melodies into the breeze. As the music faded into the twilight, they followed a winding path lined with fireflies, until the trees opened to reveal little homes nestled high in the branches. From their balconies, fairies gazed up at the sky, watching the stars bloom one by one. A glowing orb, like a fiery moon, floated to the guide. She caught it playfully and tossed it back into the air. At the edge of the island, fairies gathered by the shore waiting for the mermaid show to begin. Their wings glowing gently in the sunset light. They returned to the shore as well, finding a cozy spot among the fairies. Just as the sea began to shimmer with magic, More fairies fluttered in from every path, their eyes wide with wonder, wings trembling with excitement as the waves began to glow brighter. As the sky darkened, the shells along the shore began to glow, soft blues, greens, and purples lighting the sands with a gentle bioluminescent shimmer. She stood quietly by the glowing shore, eyes gently closed as the wind brushed past her, and the sea whispered its secrets. Then, the sea stirred. Mermaids rose from the waves like a dream, their tails shimmering like starlight. As music rippled through the water,
so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
As the final wave settled, a hush fell over the shore. And then, with a soft crackle, the sky bloomed with fireworks, coloring the night with bursts of joy and light. Just as the last sparkle faded from the sky, the portal appeared glowing softly in the darkness, waiting to carry her home. Without a word, she stepped into the glowing light. Not goodbye, just the beginning of more adventures.